Right, hello everybody and welcome to the Level 2 course. It's really good to have you all here and I'm really excited, particularly for this group, because you're the first cohort that's done this course in this format. So I'm really super excited about it. So above this video you will have seen that there is a list of the modules that we'll be going through and covering in the course. So one of the things I want to do is expand on that a little bit so you have a bit more of an idea what they're about. It doesn't really matter at this stage, it's more to whet your appetite, because obviously as we go through it you'll get more of an idea and understand things. So if you don't understand something at any point during this course, you know, most of you know me quite well, so at any point just ask me. Okay, there are no stupid questions. And one thing I will say is that one of the reasons why I don't expect you to come with any prior knowledge whatsoever. Okay, I do know that some of you have worked with me, so you will have some idea of where I'm coming from with things. But you know, I don't expect you to have any prior knowledge, and one of the reasons that you are unlikely to know everything, even if you know something about the topics, one of the reasons you're unlikely to understand everything is because we've created our own approach from scratch. So there are no books out there yet about the topic. So unless you've actually worked with me and been through things like the needs and used some of the tools and all those sorts of things, you won't have any idea. So you're all starting from that kind of blank slate place, I guess, which is quite a good place to start often. So I'm just sort of, I've got my computer over there, so I'm kind of looking around every so often, so bear with me on that. I say these videos really are just a little bit of extra information for you so that you can go into the Mighty Networks platform and perhaps watch, you know, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can count, which is a good start, minute video, just to sort of start you off, I guess, and have a little bit of background information about stuff. So I'll generally be putting videos into this platform that give some kind of background for the work that we're going to be doing the following week. So the way it works in the Mighty Networks platform, and please let me know, because one of the things I have considered is actually doing a recorded video where I go through and click through all the different screens to show you actually how to navigate around it. But of course, another way that we can do it is to do that in the call face to face, so you can ask questions while we're going along and I'll kind of share my screen. It's probably better to do it like that, but I will, you know, then actually record that call so you can go back to it if you get stuck at all, because it's probably going to be a brand new platform to you, and we're so used to things like Facebook. It's not dissimilar concept to the Facebook idea of groups and chats and things like that. It's not dissimilar to that, but you know, when we're learning a whole new platform from scratch, particularly if we've been used to some of the other platforms, might take a little while to kind of navigate our way around it. So that's absolutely fine. You can't really break anything. So I would advise that you spend a bit of time just clicking in and out of different things and seeing, you know, navigating yourself about the platform. One thing I will let you know is that people who come into the platform, and actually we've removed most of the people that were in the platform before because they were on courses in the past, and unless we have actually explicitly kept a group open for people, which is what I will do for you, to keep talking to each other, we've kind of removed everybody. So we've done a big kind of starting from scratch on a lot of things over the last year, because we've really got to grips with how we want to run things. So that's good. So I've lost track of where I was going with that now, but if you know, as I say, you can't really break anything, just click around. That's what I was saying. What basically happens is that you will only be able to see the things that you have access to, because there are 3 different types of groups and courses that we can have. We can have public groups, which means that anyone who has joined the general Mighty Networks platform for Positive Ways will be able to see anything that's public. Private group or course means that people will be able to see that there's a course there or a group there, but they won't be able to get into it unless they've either applied for a place or bought a place, or we have invited them in specifically. That's the kind of group that you're going to have. So people can't see that you're in a group. They can't see the content of the group either. So the only thing that anyone outside that group will be able to see is basically the kind of front, the bit that says level 2, you know, supporting emotional mental wellness in the community. Okay, that's the only thing. And then there are secret groups, and basically you can't see them at all. You won't even know that they're there unless you're actually in a secret group. You will be able to see that group and nobody else will. And what we will do after you've actually finished your cohort, we'll keep your cohort of the group, it'll be private to begin with. We'll keep your cohort of the group in that course, and then when you've gone through the course, we're going to make that group secret, which means that nobody else can see it there. It makes the whole thing look a bit tidier, but it means that you can still access it and talk to each other and look at all the videos and the course resources and materials whenever you want to. So it's always going to be there until we either, I don't know, until whenever, you know. I can't foresee any reason why we would get rid of it, but for as long as it's there, it'll be there. All right, essentially. So I've got my list of the course outline to go through with you, just trying to think through in my mind other things, because when I'm going to be doing these videos, I'm literally just switching my phone on and I'm just saying, hi, I want to give you this bit of information. Okay, some of the videos might be a little bit more formal and more instructive if it's kind of a specific sort of additional bit to the lessons that we're going to have. All right, but most of them are just going to be me coming in and saying, here's this bit of information, a bit of additional stuff that might be useful for you to know. Or if everybody's asked the same question during the week, I might do a little bit of a little video to put in to explain that to everybody, rather than just to-ing and fro-ing with everybody individually. But we'll see how it goes. It's all very flexible. So this is nothing scripted. I'm just sitting here being my normal self, and most of you who know me will know that I can witter on sometimes. And you know, I can be quite detailed. So what am I looking at over there? So yeah, what will actually happen as the weeks go on, each week will be revealed as it goes along. So whilst I currently have all the modules you know, set up and written in, to make it a bit easier for you and a bit less confusing, so this week you'll be able to see the introduction bit, and then after the weekend I will open up module 1. Okay, and then at the end of next week I'll open up module 2. All right, so just to do a bit of differentiation between the accredited and the unaccredited programs, I think all of you are wanting to take the accredited program, which is absolutely fabulous. What happens is I have to you know, I need to be, I will be giving you some more a couple more forms to fill in, just to absolutely confirm that you want to do the accredited qualification. The reason being, you all have a funded place, and when I register somebody with the accreditation body, I have to pay the accreditation body for each individual person. And the same happens if you change your mind and you withdraw, I have to pay to withdraw you. So I'm just being really open and transparent about that, and to kind of accentuate the reason why it's really important that you let me know as soon as possible if you decide that you want to do the unaccredited version instead of the accredited version, because if you look at the ALF values on the ALF website, we have public money here, and we want to make sure it's not being wasted, and it's being used to in the best way possible. Okay, so you will also find on our list of values on the website, there's transparency, there's fairness, frugality is what we've just talked about, which means we're going to use funds in a valuable way. And transparency means I'm going to kind of be as open as I possibly can with you about things that go on behind the scenes, where it's necessary for you, where I think it's necessary for you to know that. Fairness means, we always like to make sure that we operate with what we call fairness but firmness. All right, and those of you who have worked with me as client will know that what I mean by fairness and firmness. Okay, so just to go through the modules then, what I'll do is, to make this video a bit shorter, I will finish off this video right now, and then I'll start another video, so you can just chunk it down a little bit and it's not a great big long thing to look at. So the next video I'll be talking about the modules.